and gentlemen, honorable members of this wonderful club, loved ones, supporters, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Grateful for your divine and spiritual. Hey, you are first today. Wow. Wow. Congratulations. All right. So we're ready for our School of Marriage and Relationship. That happens now every Wednesday instead of Tuesday. And today, some few jobs at the office have delayed me, but we're starting and we're running. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Eva. So as usual, last week we started a topic on who is a husband, who is a wife, and it went down well. We lectured ourselves very well. We are building a particular family called the desire to get married. We're trying to create the interest of marriage in our lives, in our children, in other people who are around us. Ladies and gentlemen, life is sweet, so enjoy life. Obadiah says that in this world, the only thing you can go with when you die is what is in your stomach. I laugh over it, but I keep, my mind and kept thinking about that statement, that the last thing you eat is what you die with, and not the last house you build, not the last car you build. What am I trying to say? Let's take good care of ourselves, because the most important thing in life is that you have to just learn to stay with the protocols based on what is happening right now. Now, COVID-19 has become part and parcel of our life in a way. So, for example, the washing of hands, the sanitizing of our hands when it's very, very necessary, and the the wearing of nose masks where you need to wear it. And if you feel you're not feeling too well, can they go? This morning I saw something. I don't have a proof to it, but I think from China. A friend of mine sent it to me, which has been translated. And that means that we should learn how to gargle salt. I think 2 times a day. Just gargle salt 2 times a day, and then keep eating warm food or something. They say the virus stays in your throat for 4 hours. It was some article that came. I'll paste it on the Telegram for you. I'm not too sure, but that's why I've been quiet about it. But I know the effect of salt in our body. So that's how it is. I want to thank all of you who are chewing the ginger. The ginger too is very good. And my ginger chips is still active. Please get some of the ginger chips for yourself and then let it become what is good. I want to say a big thank you to all of you in supporting me both in prayer and on my timelines. Yes, you are not too late. We just joined, and as well, we're going to start our question time, and your answers are good. Last week when we started, most of your answers was very helpful. That is why I was not even able to finish my topic. My question is that what is the role of a husband? What is the role of a wife? And yesterday, you nailed the last week. You nailed it on the head, and most of your things you did. Today, I'm talking about the role of a husband and the role of a wife. Remember, last week I did a lot of things about it. My question is that today, as I move further, I'm saying that the responsibility of a husband and the responsibility of a wife in our last week's topic is what made us got to know who a husband is and who a wife is. We learned in our last week message that if you are a side chick, you are not a husband. If you are a side chick, you are not a wife. So make sure you don't play the role of a wife as a side chick. I made that one clear for you last week. But I told you that you are very important when it comes to marriage circle because you are a side chick. Why? Because the side chick in the first place is there because there is a wife. Do you understand? Okay. So the duties that we all defined last week, I spoke to you about it. I also ended up, the last thing I said before I left last week was that let your husband be respected by other people. Make sure that you don't be the only person to respect your husband, but let other people give respect that is due to your husband. Now, that's where I ended last week before I left. And I encourage all side chicks that they will make marriage very, very wholesome because you are still there as a side chick because the wife of the man you're going out with is still there. If there is no marriage, you will not be a side chick again. Those of you who remember last week, I told you there are 3 types of girls with men. And this is how I said it. I said one is that you are a girlfriend because the guy You are a girlfriend because you don't have any sexual relationship with a guy who is a male and the opposite sex. You are a sex mate if there's sex involved in that act. Then you become a baby mama if you have a child for that man. And I explained to you that if you are a baby mama, your baby daddy has no right to have sexual intercourse with you. Anytime he does want to do that, you need to charge him because you are offering services that he has to pay for. I told you that because the fact is that when you have a child with somebody, it doesn't make you a wife. It doesn't make him a husband. He makes him a baby daddy. So I explained to you that the third category of women in our lives are baby mamas. If you are a baby mama for a man, the man has not gotten the right to have sexual intercourse with you without paying for the service that you are rendering to him. Any other thing you want to do for him, he needs to pay for that service. But things you do for your son or your daughter, who is a child among you, is not supposed to be quantified and be paid for. The third group of people I said are the side chicks. The side chicks are those who have a relationship with a married man. So when you're going out with a married man, automatically you are a side chick. Once you are going out with a man who is married, you are a side chick. If the man is not married and there is no sex, you are a girlfriend. If the man is not married and there is sex, you are a sex mate. Do you understand? And if the man is not married, or the man is even married and you have a child for him, you become a baby mama. But when all these things are not involved and the man goes to pay your bride price, you are a wife. You are what? A wife. So today we want to continue with our discussion. Is all the members that we have, let's go on the Telegram and invite them that let's come and learn. This is a school of marriage and relationship. And we are building marital fitness. Marital fitness. How it's going to be. I think next week, from next week going, I will tell you that this July, by the grace of God, we are launching the Counselor Lutrot TV station. And it's going to be a big TV station. We are launching a big TV this month of July. The Lord told me do it July. And July has come. So we are doing it. This month happens to be the month of His Word. The power of saliva is what we are doing this month. The power of your saliva is what we are doing this month. The Bible says the life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So use your tongue very, very well and use your saliva very well because your saliva is blood. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm here and we are treating the same topic, the part 2 of who is a wife, who is a husband, the role of a husband and the role of a wife. So my question is that what is the role of a husband to a wife's mother? Are you getting me? What's the role of a husband to a wife's mother? And what's the role of a wife to a husband's mother? I mean, the two things I'm talking about. Typically, I'm talking about in-laws. We'll come and discuss the importance of in-laws, but I'm discussing today the role of a husband and the role of a wife. And in the role, we are discussing something very good here. Today, last week, you gave me answers that I don't know if people still want to go into that tangent. Who do you think is a husband? Who do you think is a wife? I'm ready to read your messages for the first 15 minutes, maximum 15 minutes. Messages are going to be read here, right now here. Share the page, share the page, share the page, share the page. Please, there is echo in the sound. Wow. What could be causing it? Because I've not done anything that should cause an echo to be in the sound. I'm yet to get a lapel for the business. I think it's better now. If it's better, let me know. The one who said there's echo in the sound. Thank you very, very much. So yours truly, I'm here, Reverend Counselor George Lutrot. Our business for the day has started. The School of Marriage and Relationship. We are treating the role of a husband and the role of a wife. Are they the same? Is there anything that can be interchangeably done? We started last week and today we are continuing. Who is a husband? Who is a wife? And I'm saying that what is the role of a husband to a mother-in-law? And what is the role of a wife to a mother-in-law? Which means that what is the role of my wife to my mother, and what is my role to her mother? That is one question I put across. But today, from your own words, once again, like you did last week, who is a husband and who is a wife? I am reading your messages for the first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes, we are reading messages. Wherever you are, drop it. And remember, the School of Marriage and Relationship is just a school that is supposed to cause us to have the desire to marry. My question is that people have lost the desire for marriage. They are ready to produce children, but marriage has become the last thing they want. Hi, my sensible counselor. Hey, Bro Fuagbo. Thank you so much. Millicent sends that to me. It says, Hello, Mr. Little. Thank you so much. Richie Rich, thank you so much. And then I have it's better from here. Okay, once somebody says better from there, I think it's about the sun near Shali. And then I have Gloria Eku Ado. Gloria Aku Ado says that please check yours where we are. It's okay. Thank you very much. This one comes say, yeah, it's better now. Wow. Thank you very much for being there. So who is a husband and who is a wife? Say somebody said Jonah. Okay, this one says a husband is someone who protects, provides, and prefers. Wow. Hey, I'm up for shadow in terms of knowledge in marriage. Thank you so much, Joanna. Joanne, thank you so much. Oh, I share the page to friends. Top fan, Joanne. Thank you so much. And I also have here Eric A. Akwesi. I can't understand that. Okay, so a wife is a homemaker. Perfect. A wife is a homemaker. The same Joanne. So Joanne defined for us a husband who is a protector, a provider, and a professor. And then he says a wife is a homemaker. He said is it right to have a girlfriend at early stage to be a good husband to a girl? No, I didn't get that. Let me say, is it right to have a girlfriend at an early stage to be a good husband to the girl? I don't get a question. Enoch sent that. I didn't get a question, but when I get it, I'll answer you. Okay. Hi, my counselor, Martha, my love. Doctor, we are happy to hear from you. Nice topic. Thank you so much, Inshiraba Smith. And I have my Evelyn is here. Evelyn, how are you doing, girl? Oh, Evelyn, thank you so much. He says, a wife is a married woman who is submissive to her husband. I think I heard this last week, Evelyn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Say, you're looking good, counselor. Much love. Love you too, girl. Hey, Nunu. But the first name is Fletcher Wan. Hey, Nale. This is Mrs. Fletch. You know Fletch, my DJ for Orgasm Conference. Fletcher Wan, thank you so much. I didn't see the Fletcher Wan. You know the word? I've not met the word before. So it's Fletcher Wan. Hey, Mini Sunny Pone. Mogo Beanfo. Charlie, thank you so much, Fletcher, for your support. You've always been good and always been very, very supportive to you. Tomorrow we'll meet you on Sokohima's show tomorrow. He says, counselor, what's up? What's up is that who is a husband, who is a wife? And we are treating that, what is the role of a husband and what's the role of a wife? So frankly, that is what we are doing. That's what we are doing. Say a husband is the head and the provider for the family. And a wife is the neck who controls the family, errands, and submits to a husband. Wow, that's coming from Nana Prempe. Wow, this one too says a husband is the CEO whilst the wife is the manager. Perfect. Gloria Aku. This one is coming from Weddings International Counselor. Thank you so. Hey, my man is here. Kenneth, Charlie, God bless you so much. Thank you so much for the support and everything. Hello, Counselor Angela. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dennis, for coming. Say, a husband is someone who is matured enough to take care of himself and the family that he will create. Wow. Hey, Chalaba for share wisdom. You do baby grow ya bonsa. Thank you very much, Ifwa Boajewa. And this one is coming from, he said, what happens? He said, what happens if the man decides to marry the side chick in addition to the wife? When immediately a man decides, Doreen is asking this, Doreen Annan, immediately a man decides to marry a side chick in addition to the wife, you are no more a side chick, you are now a wife, you understand? So you are no more a side chick. But remember, anytime a man wants to marry you as a side chick, check if the man really wants another wife or he's tired of keeping you as a side chick and wants a new side chick. Because immediately he marries you as a side chick, then he needs to try and get a new side chick to come and then join the game. So 2 wives doesn't stop a man from getting a side chick. So when immediately you make a mind you want to become a side chick, remember that you become a wife as a side chick. Remember that your tenure of office will end, but a new person will take the category. So that's a decision of a man. He says, I'm loving this. Keep the fire on. Great job, Francisca. Thank you so very much. He said the only deep thinker in life issues, always on point. Thank you so much, Richie. He said a husband is the head of the family who provides, protects, and controls the affairs of the family. Wow. His what's her name? Linda Lane. Okay. And this one said, I mean, when precisely is in terms of age do one have to start thinking of being a husband? Wow, the very day you are born as a man, when you come as a male, you grow as a boy, and you become a man, that is when we have to inculcate the spirit of husbandship in you. That's why I'm saying that the good husband is made from good parenting. So when you're having your children at home now, let them begin to have the desire of being a husband, the desire of being a wife. So Enoch, that answers your question. But when we start our topic, I'm going to dwell on that much for you today. How we can make good husbands before they grow and make good wives before they grow. What can make a man lose control over things in the house? Wow, that's a good question. Marvin, what can make a man lose control? It is when the man is not ready to be a husband, one, or the wife is in competition with the husband. There are wives who are in competition with their husband, and for that matter, the men have lost control for becoming a husband in the house. So that could answer that. But the most thing is that once you are a male in the marriage, you're supposed to be the husband. And the role of a husband is what your friends here are talking about. And it is our topic for today. And I think today will be the last part. I'll treat it again one time on our television, Counselor Literal Television. But you're going to have that topic. Most of this topic will go back there again. But Charlie, be the first to hear it. Be the first to know what is going there. I send greetings to you wherever you are. All right. It's very, very important. Let me continue this one. It says, I mean, okay, I've taken that one already. It says, so that's coming from Enoch. It says, Wilberforce says, what can make a man lose control over his things? I've answered that one too. And this was a counselor. Counselor, you didn't read my message. Oh, son. Just son. Where's your message? Please send it again. It has moved up there. I'll read it for you the next. I say, good evening, Daddy. How are you and the family? The family is doing well. Quite in Gloria. Thank you so much. We're doing very well. I am late. You are not too late. We are just starting the thing. Who is a husband? Who is a wife is a question on the board. Okay. Richie says a husband always makes sure the wife is working and the wife is looking and feeling good in all aspects of her life and that of the children, if any. Wow. Richie, this is yours. Thank you so much, Richie. Okay. So I want to read you. I asked a question, but you didn't answer me, please. Oh, thank you. Jason, please send a question. I'll answer you before I finish. I'm reading messages, so share the page so that drop any message you want. But the question on the board at the same time is that who is a husband and who is a wife? We are still in that area. We are saying that what should be the relationship between a husband and the wife's mother, and what should be the relationship between a wife and the husband's mother. So please help me with that. Somebody's, I think there's a phone that is singing before me. I don't know what to do about it, but I have to just concentrate. I'm sorry. Forgive me with that one. I mean, I'm going to get somebody to turn it down. I mean, it's a fake ringatone too. Okay. Hey, counselor, you will kill us who don't die. If you die, Derek, who will come and listen to me, who will come and watch me? Derek, you need to prove to the world that marriage is good because you were part of the school of marriage and relationship. We'll start registering very, very soon. I want to have my student, and so that we will start treating the topic. We'll write examinations, and I'm going to offer all of you a certificate of attending marriage, school of marriage and relationship. Wow. Derek, thank you so much. We love you, bro. I love you too. Go ahead and use your gift. Thank you so much. I've polished it. You have to polish up the gift and use it well to the glory of the Lord. Keep speaking the hard truth. The hard truth will always come to you. Michael, thank you so much. Ebenezer says, anytime I see counselor, I see better truth, realistic. Thank you so much. He says, you have always been gifted, and you have always been gifted. A great boss. I greet you, boss. I think that's what we want to say. Thank you so much, Selassie. Thank you for being there. And this one too. Hey, this is your name. I come is Zatunaba. Zatunaba. Okay, Zatunaba. Thank you very much, Zatunaba. Every married man has a girlfriend. Let's back. Okay, so I mean, let's go back to polygamy and be free. I support it 100%. Thank you very much. Okay. You are saying every married man has. I mean, I'm yet to have one yet. Actually, be money matter. As for girlfriends, we have girlfriends, but I told you the category. We have girlfriends, we have sex mates, and we have baby mamas, and we have side chicks. So every girl, if you're in the life of a man, check that. Which one are you? Are you a girlfriend? And a girlfriend is somebody you are around with as a friend with no sexual intercourse. There's no involvement of sex. And then we have sex mates, somebody you are involving sexual intercourse with, and we have a baby mama, somebody you have a child with, and we have a side chick, somebody that is going out with the married man. So we are going out with the married man. You are a side chick and not a girlfriend. If you are a girlfriend, then remember, it doesn't involve sexual intercourse. So you are not a side chick. Never tell yourself a side chick if you are going out with a married man and there's no sexual intercourse involved. Immediately sex comes inside, then you have become a side chick. At what age is a male called a man. I'm going to treat that one too for you very, very soon. Thank you so much, Enoch. He says, the counselor, please read my message. Oh, I've read it too. I thought I read that one for you. Okay, so slave queens are worried of the truth. The empowerment agenda is distorted with Counselor Lutort's wisdom. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. We want to speak the truth, nothing but the truth. He says a husband is it married or matured? A husband is a mature, responsible male. Can't wait for you to start counsel. I'm going to start soon. And answer me, oh my brother, what's your question that I'm supposed to answer? Yay, Jason. This one says, Captain says, I believe it's 18 years. Somebody's asking you 18 years, a man to, you become a man at 18. At 18, you are not a man because you are still in your teens. When does the teen end? So you get to adolescent. So after adolescent, we can be calling you a man after adolescent. I mean, that's a simple answer for you. Please try and explain how can abroad people can have a good marriage where a wife submits to the man. We the young are tired of paying rent, and I will be and buy foodstuffs. Okay, we the man submits to the man. We the young are tired of paying rent, and I will buy foodstuffs. Okay. So let me read. Nana prepare. I think I get your clue here. It says that please try and explain how we in abroad can have a good marriage where a wife submits to the man. That's a full stop. We the young are tired of parent, and I buy foodstuff. Oh, I get it now. A husband is a self-actualized man who's ready to make a family of his own and take absolute responsibility of the family he makes. Wow. Nyameba papa bi. Richie. Can a wife report the husband Can a wife report the husband to the husband's mother? No. Your wife doesn't have the right to report you to your mother. Your wife has the right to report you to her mother because she has no right to have that communication with your mother. Thank you so much, Richie. So I've answered that question quickly. Okay, so my take on this. What is your take, brother? This guy can write bluffo. My take on this. A husband should be financially sound. Don't marry a poor man. A husband should love his family, etc. Kenneth. Thank you so much, Kenneth. A wife is someone who is to keep the home and sanctify her husband. Wow. Joseph says, good job, counselor. Thank you. This one says, the petition sent around rather broadcasted you as those who have the purpose to know you. Petition blessing. Hallelujah. Petition blessing. That's a good term. Who was that? Eric, thank you for the term. Petition blessing. Ihado, brother. Share the page and bring your friends on the board. We have a friend who's going to marital challenge. Let them come and join the School of Marriage and Relationship at this time. And we know it's going to be well. Thank you so much, Yah friend, for joining me. Share the page for us. Thank you so much for joining us. Yah friend, you've just joined the thing. Thank you very, very much. I will sort the phone that is ringing. There's a phone ringing here and it's disturbing me. So if you know it's your phone, please either you silence it or you take it out of the place. You can't disturb me with this quack type of ringatone. Local phones. Sorry, I mean somebody's local phone they left in my office is what is making noise. I hate local tones. Thank you. Let me continue. It says what? Laugh out loud. There should be an understanding from the two of you. Okay, so what I think someone is trying to get an answer. Okay, it says this way. It says, tell those who have nothing sensible to say to keep their comment before they end up with your mom in the cemetery. As for that one, they know. I'm a son of a dead woman. Thank you so much. It says, being a husband means taking care of your wife. I mean good care. Oh, good care. Hey, you might, Ebenezer, what is good care? Help us what it means to be a good care. Caring of your husband, caring of your wife, good care. What is good care? It says, a counselor, you didn't greet me. Oh, Nana Doma. I salute you, Nana Doma. I greet you, Nana Doma. Blessings, peace, love from Counselor Lutro to you, wherever you are. Okay. So I read again. It says, I am a baby mama and praying to be a wife. Oh, Francisca, come to me. When I finish and I saw that my number, if you have been done already, get ready and let's meet in the office. You can be a baby mama, but just become a wife. My sister, you cannot stay alone as a baby mama. The child will have the negative effect from not becoming a good wife if it's a woman, will not become a good husband if it's a boy. Being a single mother and raising the child, you would think you've done good to the child, but it becomes a deficit disorder. Desire to be a wife. And like this, I'm ready to help you. Be one of the first students who are going to get married, and we will come to your marriage and present to you the certificate that we are given to people who are students of the School of Marriage and Relationship. Immediately when the school is launched, when the television station is launched, the school is going to be launched and we'll start classes very soon. The Zoom classes will start. And all of you who want to go through premarital counseling, you see the challenge is that you have to pay some fee, and it's going to happen. You come to the office, your graduation will be done, and everybody will know that you are non-graduated, ready for dating. My sister, you are, look, Francisca, I can see you getting married, not spiritually, but having the desire to be a wife. Thank you so much. A husband is a male in a marital relationship who may also be referred to as a spouse or a partner. Perfect. Quentin Gloria, thank you so much. Counselor, good evening. You are doing a good job. God bless you. I received the blessings, grace. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Aku, thank you so much, Sika. Ekusika, thank you so much. I'm doing so well. Top fun. Share the page. Let's share the page and invite the people, because we have a few minutes to go. We're going to go straight ahead to go and start our lectures. Today our topic is the role of a husband and a wife, part number 2. But from your end, who is a husband? What should be the relationship between a husband and the wife's mother, and the role between a wife and the husband's mother? I mean, that mother-in-law relationship. What do you think it should be like? Counselor, I need your number, 0277-609-644. Kenneth, write a number for them, 0277-609-644. Yeah, Fran, write a number for them, 0277-609-644. So, Francis, John, you asked for the number, and I've mentioned the number for you. It says, what is the difference between a side chick and slave queen? I am confused. Oh, please. A slave queen happens to be a woman who dresses very, very provocatively, nice, and shows off her dressing. That is who a slave queen is. A slave queen is not part of the marital list. They dress, show forth, show off. They get into the place and they slay. They make people feel the dress they are wearing is the best dress in town. That is why they are called slave queens. So slave queens are not within the marriage category. So if you are a slave queen, you are not part of the list of people we are calling as marriage materials. You understand what I'm talking about? It doesn't mean a slave queen cannot be a marriage material. I'm saying that within the people we are defining, a side chick can be a slave queen. A girlfriend can be a slave queen. What do you call it? A sex mate can be a slave queen. You understand what I'm saying? A baby mama can be a slave queen. The thing is that a slave queen is just a term used for somebody who slays. They wear something sleek, like what I'm wearing, bodyline clothing suit, coming down from Accra Central, despite building. You know, you go there and then you can get it. Whatever I'm wearing is from bodyline clothing. You know, my underwear is coming from what a beautiful beneath. So I use it to slay. I look sharp and smart. So that's what a slave queen is. So I think I've answered you, Derek. That is the difference there. Thank you so much. A side chick is a young lady going out with a married man. But a slave queen is somebody who dresses to slay among the crowd that is there. Say, please, should you forgive your husband for cheating? Derek, Daku, Joanne, okay, Joanne, this particular question they ask, cheating is a personal decision. And when people cheat and they tell you they are sorry, forgive them. The first thing you need to do is that cheating is a personal decision. Number 2, forgiveness is a personal choice. It's not a must. Forgiveness is a choice. And it becomes a choice when you choose to forgive the person. But your right not to forget is restored with you. But if you forgive somebody and the act will haunt you. Because if somebody goes to cheat and comes back with a child, the child is a remembering material that constantly will keep you in remembrance. So that's the question. Thank you so much, Millicent, for sending the number. Baden just sent us the number to 0277609644. So, I mean, you can forgive your husband, you can forgive your wife when they cheat, but are you ready to forgive? Or you are being coerced to forgive? All right, so we stand with you, said. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. Thank you so much for being there. Hey, Jane Nanama Santua. Thank you so much, Jane, for being here. Jane is here with me. Thank you so much. Our current student of the year. Thank you so much. Jesa sent love from a dog. These emojis, me, I don't understand them. I mean, this emojis. Hey, what is these emojis you are sending like that? Okay, so please start. We are waiting. I'm going to start right now. Our time is up. 15 minutes is up. Okay. It says, continue the godly work. May the Creator protect you and your family. Increase your knowledge and educate us. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you so much. It says, we are praying for you, my dear. Don't mind them. Gloria, thank you so much. A husband is a married man who is responsible and the head of the house. A wife is a woman who is legally married and a help in the house and sexually active to the husband, meaning being submissive. Wow. Angela Dennis, thank you very much. I have Gloria here. Good evening, counselor. Good evening, Gloria. Good evening, Gloria. Yeah, friend. Hello, Nanama. Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, friend is there greeting somebody. Hello, Nanama. Yeah, friend, change my name. That's my executive director for Consolatory Foundation from the United States of America. Yeah, friend is on the line with us. Thank you so much. Emanuela Walker says that a wife must respect the husband. That's a wife, okay? So a wife must respect the husband. So we'll ask whether if you are a baby mama, are you supposed to respect the man? I'll prove it today to you that there's some level of respect that a man doesn't deserve if he's not a husband. Did I say it? Sorry, today the truth is going to be gracious when I start the topic, okay? It's going to be gracious. Do a husband have the right to report a wife to the mother about behavior? Please, counselor, answer me, I beg. Okay, when you say do a husband have the right to report a wife to mother about... Now, the question is that which mother are you talking about? Are you asking whether your husband has the right to report you to your mother or report you to her mother? Help me get that clarification. I love you, counselor. I love you too. Good work. Thank you so much. And this is coming from Kwame. Thank you so much. I love you back. He says, please, will you be at TV Africa tomorrow? Yes, I'll be on TV Africa tomorrow in the morning, the usual time for us to do the counselor's take. I want to watch you before I go to work. I'm going to be there for you. I mean, once you're not going to be late, just join us there. But if you're going to be late, then join me on Facebook tomorrow. I'll be live on Facebook at the same time on TV Africa, my sister, if you're going to be there. This is coming from Kofi Sky. Thank you so much, Kofi Sky. And Jason, this is your love. I don't understand the dog you are giving me. I don't eat dog meat. Counselor, is a legal sense you are considered a man at age 18. Therefore, you can and be tried as an adult for any crime you are prosecuted for. But you can throw your knowledge in and I will be glad. Okay. I get what I will be glad to know more. Thank you very much. I mean, what Catherine is saying is that at age 18, you are considered an adult who can make a decision to vote. So her question that when can a man get married? At age 18, the laws of the land gives you the opportunity to be a husband. But the level of maturity we are demanding for you to run the life of another person. Because watch it here. The answers are coming like something. You see, the book I read at times when somebody asks a question, then they open the book to me. So they just open the book. So legally at age 18, the male and female are equal before the law. So equal before the law means that age 18, I'm a man, you are a woman. However, the marriage is contracted between 18. People do it. But my interaction with some few people I have met and some marriage divorces I've gone through and some marital challenges I have met, I realized that there is age for marriage. And the difference between the ages for the two people getting married is that a man must be older than a woman, 7 years maximum, 3 years minimum. And because the minimum age which can hit you on defilement is below 18, if I am 18 years as a man and I think I want to get married, how old should a woman be? We are equal before the law. So you cannot be 18 and marry a 16-year-old girl. Because of that, you need to get into that level. And if you think about academic structure, you think about education. At 18 years, somebody is where? In Ghana, at 18 years, I think you are entering into the university of any of the university first year. And so you don't even have the capacity to end up becoming a graduate at 18. You are not gainfully employed. So how are you going to help? How are you going to, as it were, how are you going to take care of your family? So at 18, you might be called a man. You might be legal. You have legal right. You can vote. You can make decisions. But that decision you are making, you are still making it within the remits of the law. But when it comes to maturity, which is in the equivalent and in the state of equilibrium to become a husband, I think you are below the belt, because you are all equal before the law under the laws of the country. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can be prosecuted. But being a husband at that age, who will your wife be? How old will your wife be? You want to marry a 16 years minor? The law will come at you. A wife is someone, so this is a question that came from Catherine. I will expand it when I'm doing my lecture today. A wife is someone who seeks the welfare of her family, and very instrumental in making her generation very strong in society. A good wife should be very supportive to her husband and a family. Wow. I love that. I love that literature. A good husband, that is what it support. A wife should be the manager of her husband. Wow. I like that one. 0277 Kenneth, I've dropped my number. Thank you so much. How do we get to be involved in the premarital if the person is not in Ghana? When we finish, just call my number. We'll show you how to do it. We've started our Zoom lectures right now. You pay online and we do for you our Zoom lectures at a particular time for premarital counseling, because I need to have an interaction with you. I need to get an eyeball with you. So if we'll tell you more when I finish, just call the same number. Thank you so much, Millicent. Thank you for the number put in the counselor. I am watching you from Saudi Arabia. I love your job and you are too much. Thank you very much. Keep praying for me. Keep praying for me. So much grace. And I pray that God will protect you in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much, Millicent, for the number. Bodyline Clothing, Accra Central, Richie. I mean, you see the suit I'm wearing. Watching you live from Ohio, United States of America. You love the program. Thank you so much. This one is coming from me and my wife. Always fight because I listen and learn from you all the time. But we all good. It's happening to us anyway. Okay. So I think if I understand the message, Ebenezer says your wife is not. Don't worry. If your wife is not ready to watch me to manage her. If your wife is not ready to watch me and manage her. And as you watch me and become a good husband to your wife will look for the secret that is making you take good care of her. Amen. That's all I want from you. Don't force your wife to watch me, but let your wife see you as a living husband because you watch Counselor George Lutrot. And that is how your wife will come and join the train and become a member of our School of Marriage and Relationship. Blaze up, Counselor Lutrot. Thank you so much. This is your name, Able. Okay, Able. I mean, if I'm right. Hey, Eva Abna, my love. Abna, I love this girl so much. Thank you so much, Abna, for being there. I'm going to see all of you very, very soon. Hey, you again. Oh my God. Who is again? Oh, Esther. Esther said, who is again there? Who are you dealing with? I love your good work. Thank you so much, Councillor Able. Thank you so much. Kofi Sky, thank you for the emoji of good. Bless up. Okay, I'm going to start my lecture. Thank you very much. Who is a husband today? I've got a lot of, you're repeating yourself, and that's good. You say, for a man, I think a man at 35 is okay. Somebody gave the age, okay. So 35 years to be married is okay. 35 years might be too late for you as a man to get married. I'll explain why within the cycle of my lecture for today. Good evening. How are you? Eja from Italy. Okay. Ajari from Italy is saying that I'm fine, bro. I'm very, very fine. Nice. Good work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Benjamin, thank you so much. Nana Pepra says, what should a husband do for his mother-in-law to love him? Nothing. The only thing you can do for your mother-in-law to love you is only to take good care of their daughter. When you marry their daughter, today we're going to treat that up. It's in part of my lecture. So get ready and watch me there. Okay. So awesome. Thank you for breaking it down, Counselor. Oh, Catherine, I always do that for you. Yes, you are the number. Share the page, yo. Share the page. We are hitting 150, then we come back. 150, then we come back. Let's start at least with 170, 180. Then we know that a lot of people are taking knowledge, which is power. Knowledge is power, but the application of wisdom is what makes knowledge powerful. If you have knowledge and you can't apply it, it is not power. So let's learn to apply the knowledge we have. Practice what we are teaching you. Daddy, please, is it okay? It's okay. Don't read the comments again. Okay, Abna is tired of the comment. Sia, I love your teachings. Thank you very much. Share the page as I go on the topic today. Thank you very much. I've done my 15 minutes. I just want to go and share my page. When I share it and I come back, then I start. So we are sharing right now. I'm sharing right now. I'm right now on the fan page. I'm dropping the topic on the fan page, the School of Marriage and Relationship. And we are doing the part 2. Part 2 of the role of a husband. The role of a husband. The role of a husband and a wife. Part 2 of the role of a husband and a wife. So, I mean, that is what's going to happen on the fan page of I'm sharing myself. You see me too, I'm sharing. Oh, you can imagine I'm sharing. But me too, man, share it and let's go. Best counselor in Ghana. Thank you so much for your prayers. You've kept me up there and I'll be there for you. It is very dangerous for somebody to tell you you are number one. Charlie, it's very, very dangerous. Becoming number one, unapo dangerous because you need to maintain it. Thank you. We've hit 52. So my topic for today is simple. Who is a husband and who is a wife is what we spoke about. But today I'm treating what the role of a husband and the role of a wife. I told you last week or the last time we taught that the role, I'm coming, let me just, I'm still sharing, sorry. I'm still sharing, so let me share it quickly. Then I can be with the role, all right? The role of a husband and a wife. The role of a husband and a wife after marriage. The role of a husband and a wife. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It's gone to you to share it. I'm sharing it. That's why you said I was just going slow there. I've dropped it to everybody right now. Thank you very much for being part of my sharing team. Okay, so I'm in now. Thank you very much. We are doing 180. Oh, I see 200, 200, 200. It's like harvest, church harvest. 200, going. Who is a husband? Who is a wife? The role of a husband and the role of a wife. Are they the same role? No, they are not. The blessing of God will only hit Dubai. Thank you for watching from Dubai. The blessing of a husband, share the page. The blessing of a husband and the blessing of a wife will only come when the role plays are okay. Immediately we have a standard role play running. Ladies and gentlemen, blessing flows. The beginning of a blessing that must come to us is when we become a wife and a husband. So last week, for a quick recap for those of you who were not part of our lecture, I defined for you who a husband is and who a wife is. So a wife is a woman who has gotten to the marriage age and the bride price have been paid by a man and has been received by the family, either traditionally or by the law courts through legal means. So you are only a wife when your bride price is paid. And a man becomes a husband when he single-handedly goes to pay the bride price of a woman. So this is what makes one a husband and a wife. Friends and loved ones, when you are cohabiting, uni obite no nya ohwa de unya yire onyire no ontumi nya wura ontumi Fred mi wura chura sema yete ase na Sarah Fred ni kunu Abraham mi wura. He called him my Lord because na Abraham ye na sede na waware Sarah Nyankopon friend say fi wagya ne won na fie na ko ebabi a mekire o de ne yire Sarah ekoye. What I'm trying to say is that you only become a wife and become a husband because a man has paid your bride price. And a man is referred to as a husband because he has been able to go and pay the bride price of a woman. So there is nothing called obeyami hwadie, my husband to be. There is no term like that. my wife to be. There is no term like that. It is a shame and disgrace for a man to refer to you as my wife to be or my husband to be. Don't let anybody take you for granted that way. Don't let anybody deprive you of an opportunity to meet a better man or a better woman because they are introducing you as a wife to be. There have not been any blessing covering you as a wife if your bride price have not been paid. So the protection that you get to be able, the Bible says that, and this is the duty of a wife, he needs to submit to his own husband. So your submission qualities is seen as a wife, which means if a man have not paid your bride price, your submission to him will never be direct. And I'll prove to you biblically. Bible says that when the Lord God put a deep sleep on man to make for him a suitable helper, Adam and Eve were in the garden with equal opportunity. Eve came to meet Adam 10 years according to Bible history before Eve came into the garden. Everything was ready in the garden. Adam was the one who was the head in the garden. God comes to have fellowship with Adam in the garden. So all Eve was doing to keep up the absence of Adam, that before Adam gets home, he will have something to eat because the woman is the homemaker, like somebody defined and said. So Eve became the wife of Adam and was keeping the house the way God wanted her to do. That is why I'm saying that once your bride price is paid, and Adam paid the bride price, Adam was the first man to marry. And they happened to have the opportunity that God brought her a wife. God brought him a wife. So that is how come Adam referred to Eve as my wife. And the man will leave the father and mother, become one with the wife. Was what God said. So Eve became the wife of Adam by standard and by groups making it. So father and mother are those who make wives. So when the man pays your bride price to your family, then the blessing follows immediately. Friends, if a man is having children with you, 400 children, your children can be bright. Sorry, your children can have wisdom like what? They can be handsome. I'm drinking water. And this bottle is my Tupperware bottle. Single ladies call me. No, don't do this here, please. Don't start that one. I am not interested in that one. I don't love that. Please don't do that again. Emmanuel Poku. Don't put your number and ask single ladies to call you. I've seen disaster in that thing before. I'm sorry. If you want us to hook you up with somebody, the best thing you can do for me is that just give me a call, Emmanuel, and I'll be able to help you for somebody to get in touch with you. But we can't hook you up here, Buku. All right. Thank you very much. I love that. I like your understanding because you don't know what will happen with somebody. Somebody who can just call you. They're not even not a woman. Before I hear they've gone to cause harm to you. So let's continue on the lecture. So the lecture is very straightforward. Any question you want to ask, if it's very, very key to my whilst I'm lecturing, I can go ahead with it. But share the page, 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 share the page. Very important. Knowledge is power when it is applied. So the role of a husband, the role of a wife starts when your bride price is paid. When a man have not paid your bride price, there's nothing called husband to be. There's nothing called wife to be. There is nothing called we are planning to get married. When you are planning to get married, the plan is that the woman plans separately, the man plans separately. When we are planning to marry, it is not when we are supposed to come together so that we can go to the market and buy cloth. It's not when we are supposed to come together so that I can give you money to go and buy shoes. When we are planning marriage together, we plan separately. Why? Because the manuscript to plan the marriage is given to us on different bases. The decision is made for me to come and do knocking in your house. Your wife has, your wife's family, or sorry, your parents and the family has, through my aunties, handed over a list of items for me to buy so I can come and pay your bride price traditionally. Especially in Ghana, you don't marry twice. The laws in Ghana is that you can marry only once, which means that nobody can practice two marriages in this country. Either you marry under the Mohammedan law, or you marry under traditional law, or you marry under the civil law. That is why anytime you do traditional marriage, which is called engagement, your people have named it, immediately you do it. This is what happens to the law. The law makes sure that you nullify that one before you come back and do what we call the civil marriage or the wedlock. So nobody has married two times. That is why when you are living with your wife and you ask that what ring do you have as symbol, The first time you went to marry her, you gave her an engagement ring, maybe some is dotted. But when you went to do the wedlock, that is when you brought the story of bigamy into the system. So the law of bigamy, where a one man, one wife will happen, is where you give the man a symbol to that shows that I am ready. Rings are bought by the man. This is what he has an evidence to show to everybody that I have come to marry this woman under the law. So the first one, which we call you call them the engagement, where it becomes dotted. I've seen husbands fighting their wives not wearing 2 rings. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot have 2 marriages. So when your wife decides to wear just this round one, which is the one that you went to sign, one man, one wife, once he goes for this one, you shouldn't be offended. It is at her own prerogative to decide to wear the nullified marriage ring. So the engagement ring is nullified. Say the embassy am chene ma ye mbu ya kan ti ase ne say Ghana mra na ye de ware no ye nware mienu wo mra num o either say obeye fie de no ye na ma oba ne kawa e ya wade o pese odi kom mra mu ba bia ekoye oba ba ko ne ne kunu ba ko be ma ntumi ware dodo na efie de ne be ma ntumi ware dodo wo mra num no o yi fie na pese odi kom mra mu nenkoye bema baako oba baako ye frɛ wedding no namofo ade ya abayi bia kawa baako na bema ne hye wo ye hia e wo court ho sa kawa ne ye yifi wo nsa enti na obi akwa akɔware a onhye kawa bia wedding no koye a onhye kawa bia enti mesra wo waware oyire na oyire ye na adwen sɛ wedding na ye ni pe kawa na obɛhye na de ponisi su no onhya enye ntokwa tiemiye pa enye ntokwa eno obi anso ye ufie de no baako pe na wo hye enti hye oba bi na ohye kawa baako na kawa na ohye no bibia ni so because mremu no kawa na ye de ye mremu de no ese ye kawa tea bibia nka ho mra ne che se ese ye kawa kurukuru abi ti se medie yi na efie de ne de po a ye dan mo esi so we kura person de dan mo ya ese call round utumi nya ne po. What must say? I say you perceive a distinction between a fiawadi and a quarter wadi. And if fiawadi and a gunu and say a quarter wadi. Sa a guani chess, sa kawana position, and ka wadi and hubio. The adequaya wadi and a crew and munu. And to yiri a the policies to dawa, and yan tokwa. Na beme yin a kawa towa, and un chesa wadi gu. Kai. Ukuru and shane kawa, and un chesa wadi gu. Or yiri and shane kawa, and un chesa wadi gu. Because untu wadi say where you kawa gu. The fact that you're no more wearing your ring doesn't mean you're no more married. So when you remove the rings from your fingers and put it down, it doesn't nullify your marriage. It doesn't. Under the civil law, you can only remove your rings by court order that the marriage has been given, the right for divorce has been granted, certificate has been given, and the symbol that you use to seal the marriage is removed. So that is when you can go without a ring on your finger. But a man who is married like me, I leave my house without a ring, it doesn't mean I'm single. However, under the law, the symbol for marriage, one of them is this. The 3 things that I learned. If I'm wrong, then what I learned is wrong. The 3 things that are evidence for marriage under the law, within the cap 127 that is speaking marriage, is what do you have as a symbol of witness? 1 is the ring. The 2 things, the second one too is that parental consent and individual consent. Under the law, they say because you are 18 at times, the parental consent is slightly revoked. But parental consent is the second one. The third one is consummation, sexual intercourse. So these 3 events must occur immediately you decide to go and get married. So the first one is that parental consent is on the form because they ask father's trade, mother's trade. Will they take the information of your parents on the marriage register? The next one is that what symbol do you have to seal the marriage? It becomes a ring. That's the second one. The third one is consummation, sexual intercourse. So these 3 things are what makes the marriage stand and makes it going up there, ladies and gentlemen. So as we are moving on, these things will happen for you to find yourself as a husband. Watch me. Whether you marry under the traditional Mohammedan or what you marry under union, a wedding or a fiawadi or a Muhammad awadi, remember, you are a husband only when you pay the bride price of a woman. And we don't prepare to marry. We prepare to come and marry. So we are not supposed to be together to become married. So you find 2 people who are planning to marry. They are gathering their money to go and buy the items on the list. The list given to the man to go and purchase the things, unfortunately for us, are supposed to be bought by the man and his family. Everything on the list is provided by the man and his family. Your panties, your brassiere, your head, whatever list they put on it, it is provided by the man. Last week I made it clear to you that there is something called amobojulo. It means that when you have a child with somebody already and you decide to come and marry the person, your list is different. Per the traditional rule, they first make you pay the penalty for impregnating their daughter, having a child with their daughter without marrying her, before the right things are given to you to come and engage her. Friends and loved ones, women on this panel, noble, beautiful, wisdom-filled women, just like my sister who came and said she's a baby mama. Girl, be careful you don't become baby mamas for more children. Rise up. If the man who has impregnated you have not decided to marry you, look good. Present yourself well so that somebody else will have interest in you. But remember, if you're going into marriage today and you have a child already, your quest to marry is different. I'm going to do a topic next week on this same thing, and I'm going to tell you how to marry as a born one, or as somebody who has a child already, as a baby mama, as a man who has a child. How do you get somebody to come into your life? Because there are a lot of friends of mine who are now listening to me, and they have decided to stay not making babies anymore. They are still having sexual intercourse protected, but they've made the first because of having a child, and they are 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. They are afraid to get married. I release you out of the fear. But next week's topic is going to be that topic that you want to hear. It might be next week, if it may be Thursday evening, if God gives me the grace, or Friday evening, I might start that topic on how to marry when you have a child already. So listen to me, the category of people getting married are different, but the husband is the one who has been able to pay the bride price of a woman. When your bride price is not paid within these three categories of marriages in our country, you are not a wife. So don't practice wifeship until your bride price is paid. Don't come together to marry. Let's stay apart until we are married. Which means the things that is needed by my family to come and pay your bride price, I am the one buying it with my family. You don't need a woman to go with you to market to go and buy her choice of clothes for her, because the cloth that they need to marry her has constantly been stated on the list. And that is why your family is there. The family you came to meet, they know what marriage is, so they can work with you. Don't tell me that they can't buy what you want for you. When it comes to marriage, the things that the men are bringing to marry you, they are the things that your family requested, not what you requested. Should I repeat myself? When I am coming to marry from your house, the list of things written for me to come and use to pay your bride price was not written by you. So where do you stand and say you want to buy for yourself because you don't want me to buy what you don't like? This is not your list of things you are buying for yourself. As a matter of fact, in the realms of the spiritual marriage key, if you buy the things for yourself and give to the man to come and marry you, you incur a curse on yourself. So let me talk to those of you who find yourself out of Ghana. You are in the United States of America and we are in Ghana. The man wants to pay your bride price and you are the woman down there and you buy the things and ship it to the man because these are the type of cloth you want to come and marry. Please remember that if you want to buy cloth for yourself, now that you are not married, buy it for yourself. If you've seen any Holland you like, buy it for yourself. But the list given to your husband to come and pay your bride price, they give her the type of cloth you should bring. Usually, most traditions runs through. Everybody gives two. The Holland might be one or two. Holland mienu ana bako is what they ask. They don't ask any man to give anybody's daughter Holland throughout. It is above them because the thing is that we want our daughter to climb gradually. So thank you very much, Joseph Invading has just joined us. We want our daughter to climb gradually in the sense that we don't buy here into Holland. And to what who the Holland now fra waro who the mina fra GTP me hon kekame. Me the me high target dia me who say rush is a go me hon. Hello, please. Hello, please. Hello, please. Get it clear. I'm saying that any type of cloth you wish to buy for yourself, now that you are not married, buy it for yourself. Number two, if you get married and there's a choice of cloth you want, that is when you can discuss with your husband so that you can get money to go and buy, or he leads you to the shop, you choose and he pays. Any category, any style he wants to do. But now that he's coming to pay your bride price, allow him to make mistakes to pay your bride price. So don't tell me, say, Counselor, menina and kwa, or better Tonya Manyama be. And their family, they are not enlightening. Abusian or dom no money be who job moment to turn maybe a mouth. After they turn to maybe out in listen to me. The cloth we used to marry is not your style. They are names. In the traditional marriage, and tomorrow they worry about a din down. And your be or worry piano. Ye jiwa wadi now but snefiewa. And tomorrow a di can this krumu. E would din a chile say abaye afina dia waleno. Ote komana say yan ya mamre mu no entuma ne wodin ena entuma bia ya de ma obia na ese opam hye na ewo mmere ya pam hye ya ma ontuma kura ya pam hye se owo na wo yi fita na ya wontuma opam hye a kire se ya walo entuma bia wodin enti enya entuma wo pe abusua ntuma o ma tro ne to de be ya ho ade ento ne hwan Medium web brochire, medium misika dear, mia misika, mentuman mentan fra GTP Ghana for ADAB. Abrochen to man fra, me more be mammy to maybe and frasa and wedding was Miss Rawahima. What's Casa Abrochen to Manafra, Togo, na Framaho, na Beba Bewado, and then I said this on top of Brochen to Mambro. Ye malice na actually so it's more bent to Abrochen to Mamian, and our back. My daughter in common as here. Let's not get to a point to begin to buy things for ourselves. Let's not get to a point where we begin to pick the list that the family has given to the man. You go and collect the list and go to Mokola and buy. So when a man has the capability and the right to pay your bride price and pay everything and make you a wife, you are a wife. What is the role? The first role of a husband is to provide shelter, security, feeding, power and authority, love, which is the first. And this love we are talking about is not agape love. Love is divided. We have what we call the agape love, or some say agapawo love. Is the Christian type of love. The love with the condition that nyankopon do yenina. Sana nyankopon do is agape love. It's a Christian love that covers the multitude of wrong. It's not what I'm talking about in the marriage circle. When a man makes a decision to marry a woman, the type of love you need is not called agape love. It is called eros. The eros is the love that is romantically connected. It is love that involves sexual intercourse. Agape love doesn't involve sexual intercourse. So we are Christian sisters and Christian brothers. Our love cannot transcend into having sexual intercourse. But when it is eros, sexual intercourse is employed in it. So that is the eros. And in the marriage circle, we need love. So the man is the one who is supposed to show love. And the love is eros. That eros love is caring love. It's sexual love. It's a love of giving. It's a love of sacrifice. It's a dying love. That is why the symbol is always a cross. A love that has been pierced. It's a love of sacrifice. So when you want to love as a husband, you should have a heart to sacrifice. A husband must go hungry for a wife to be full. You get what I'm talking about? So the thing that you need to see, the role of a husband is what I'm treating. The first thing is that he needs to fully pay your bride price. Don't support any man to pay your bride price. Should I continue? Don't support any man to pay your bride price. The bride price list was not given to you. So don't call the man Kwaku. Na me papa no de krata na ye de be mo ade na mamwana na nyama na e wosom da be ne ye kwakoto ana be sani misika na me starting tonsa if say me de e kwasom me no TMO obi atwo say ukunu pese oto Holland ukunu decide say oto Holland nkwa de be ye ho ade a onye hwe amamre kwan so no eye hwehwanimu ye mfre no ho yetumi ye hwehwanimu saa ma ye ho kire ye abusua de atro na atode ko se wo usika na pese oto Holland edan mama o yira emfa ye ho o wale ni wi ato Holland nyina ma no ba ye nka se wo ho nso ya koto Holland abusua mamre kwan so ede gi awade no ye gentuman sia etole bia ye kase fa abroche ntuma baako ka ho ye bisa shina pa abroche shina baako tie o obi anya awade chenchene se obi hu be kire no GTP ye tobi ye nkase kwa abroche ko to abroche ntuma entuti abroche ye be wale wunti auto abroche ntuma dia ba brema no be ma bia men se osika nkoto abroche ntuma nya oba ho ade enye se ade a ye bisa men nya nhwehwani mu oyema otuma se enti se Josephine Bedi de wa chome ti wa se de una sika do so be se to Holland ma oyire mesira oda no oyire atoma no me shaw se bosumi bia to Holland me numa oyire me shaw wo Yesu Kristo de mu bia wo bia to intoma foforo Holland intoma e ma oyire. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it sounds like a prophecy in your ears. Let me please drink water from Tupperware product. This is Tupperware product 0274 999 995. You can buy it from Yamle. Tupperware, solid. So the husband is a provider. The husband is a protector. The husband gives love. The husband gives security. The husband gives shelter. The husband is the one who defends the family. The husband is the prophet of the family. The husband is the spiritual leader of the family. When your husband is a Muslim, you can never be a Christian. So one of the responsibilities and the role of a husband is to show the family the spiritual way. So responsibilities of a husband is that he is the spiritual leader and must show the family the spiritual way. If a husband doesn't have what it takes to lead his family to a spiritual level, he is disqualified. And my spiritual level is not for you to be a Christian. My spiritual level is not for you to be a Hindu. My spiritual level is not for you to be a Muslim. My spiritual level is not for you to be a fetish priest. Whatever your husband has, which is the deity that he bows to, any type and any form of deity that your husband bows to, that he bows and he respects and he acknowledges, must be the God that leads you. Bible says that in the life of Jacob, when he went and he wants to marry Rachel, what happened that Rachel died as a premature beautiful girl, because Rachel was more beautiful than Leah. Bible says that, and when Leah was with Rachel and Jacob married both of them together. It's a story we'll discuss another time. When Jacob was leaving the house with his wives, one of the things that Jacob never taught the wife was his God. So Rachel has lived with the father and has believed in the father's God. So when they were living with Jacob, he stole the father's God because she needed protection. Jacob never proved to Rachel that I have a God who never failed. I believe in a particular God. If you want to be a husband, whatever God you have and you believe in, you need to prove to your wife that this is the God we are going to worship. Do you understand me? So one of the responsibilities of a husband is that you have to be supposed to be the spiritual head. He refused to show Rachel the God. So Rachel stole the father's God because she didn't see protection with Jacob. She wanted to still be protected by the father's God because Rachel was used to the father's God. Rachel was close to the father's God. So Rachel took the God. And when the father saw that the one of the God is missing, he realized that I don't need to have any God following my daughters. My daughters are now wives to a husband who has stolen my God. Follow Jacob. And Jacob didn't understand why one of the wife would take the father's God and began to speak loosely. Whoever took your God, when you find your God, may the person die. Friends, that is how Rachel died. When the father came to search for the God, Rachel was sitting on it and said she was menstruating. And once Jacob spoke, when Rachel gave birth, Rachel died. Who killed Rachel? Jacob. And Jacob never shown Rachel the God that can give protection. I provoke you as a husband. Any young man watching me that you want to become a husband, first, define who your God is. It's your responsibility to show your wife a God. I am not calling you to be a Christian. I am not calling you to be a Muslim. I am not calling you to come and worship anything, but which God is controlling you? Bible says that in the cool of the day in the garden where Eve and Adam was, God comes in the cool of the day to come and have fellowship with Adam, to tell Adam the way he should manage Eve. He comes to show Adam spiritual norms, how to do spiritual things for your wife. So Adam constantly went to his father, who has spiritual authority over him. If you are a fetish priest, don't go and marry a Christian and force the Christian to become a fetish priest. Ladies and gentlemen, faith and religion is freedom of worship. But listen to me. Have what we call spiritual compatibility. So the things that you need to consider before you marry include spiritual compatibility, educational compatibility, professional compatibility, tribal compatibility, personality compatibility, and health compatibility. Within personality compatibility, there is health. So if your electrophorsis is AS, and you are in love with me and I'm AS, we know the consequences. I am SS and your electrophorsis is also SS or SC. We know the consequences. So it is not about love. So the day we treat what it means to go through premarital counseling here, you understand that the role of a husband doesn't start when you have a wife. Most of you have delayed. You have not gotten married because nobody taught you how to prepare to become a husband, how to prepare to become a wife. A husband and a wife is prepared from childhood. How do I become a husband? It's when I'm born as a man. How do I become a wife? It's when I'm born as a woman. Because the woman is married and become a wife. The man marries and becomes the husband. So women were created for marriage. So you see how the thing is. Until a man pays your bride price, we can't call you a husband. Until a man pays a woman's bride price, we can't call him a husband. And until a man pays your bride price, we can't call you a wife. So the role of a husband, one of the things that are very key is to have a spiritual direction for your family. Are you a responsible husband? If I show you this is my God, and I tell you, go to prayer palace as where I want you to fellowship. Even when I don't attend church, this is where I take orders from. And you know what the secret is? Immediately your husband is able to go into any fellowship and believe in any God and believe in the lordship and the representation of that God. You can be rest assured that when it comes to spiritual understanding, you can report him or seek for guidance from that place. Wives, if you are watching me today and you are on this line and you are with your husband and you go to church A and your husband goes to church B, today stop. If you are a man and you are a husband and your wife goes to a different church and you also go to a different church, stop. If you are about to marry and you are a Muslim and your woman is a Christian, stop. Because when the Muslims are marrying the Christians, this is their understanding. I won't force you to come and pray. I will allow you to go to your church and I'll always go to the mosque. The question is, when you begin to give birth to children, where will the children go to? The children can make a decision to choose their God when they are 18 under the law. But whatever you inculcate in the children from childhood is what they grow to understand. The God of our fathers is not the God of our mothers. Hello? So as a man, if you don't have a spiritual direction for your family, don't marry. If you are a husband watching me today, and your wife goes to a different church, you are not a husband. You are being used, but useless. You are not using full. One of your responsibility is to direct the family to the spiritual house. Who is the God over you? Let your family know your God. Teach them your God. Let them practice your God. Let them know that you talk to a God. Let them know that you pour libation. Let them know that you pray to God. Let your children and your wife understand this is your God. It's your responsibility. That is your husbandship. So a husband shows you his security, his spiritual security, his physical security. The asset provider for a family is not a woman, it's a man. So shelter is provided by the man. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you last week that when a husband is renting, he's not renting for the wife, but he's renting because of the wife. Hello? You don't rent for your wife. So watch it here. I want to give my wife a befitting shelter. What is a befitting shelter? A shelter that can give my wife relaxation, comfort, and responsibility. I am renting a house where it is self-contained with kitchen, toilet, and bath in it because my wife deserves it. I am renting a house that is chamber and hall with a kitchen outside because my wife deserves it. Marriage is not a starter. Let me repeat. Marriage is not a starter. It's a continuation. Our dear enye e brabo ahyasie e ya brabo nto aso. You cannot tell me we are starting life with marriage. You don't start life with marriage. You continue life with marriage. Because marriage is one sector to continue to the last end. So the husband's role, you see, the wife's role, I'm not talking about it, is very simple. Some of you will ask, why are you not talking about it? No, the role of the husband is the biggest thing. Without the role of the husband, the wife's role is useless. The wife's role becomes important only when the husband is useful. Useless husbands make wives become more useless and not useful. Because when a wife is practicing what a husband must practice, she is no more a wife and she's also not a husband. So she has become an infidel. She has become a burden. She has become a curse in the family. Most men are under a curse because they've allowed wrongfully women to carry the burden that men are supposed to carry. The Bible says, and the Lord God cursed the ground for the sake of the man, and told the woman, for the rest of your life, your desire shall be for your husband. He shall rule over you. So as I walk, the burden of a woman has come on me because I made her a wife. Let me caution you here. If you are not married to anybody, don't spend money on her. Hello? The three categories of women in our lives. Watch it here. Baby mamas, side chicks, sex mates, girlfriends. These are the people announced. Girlfriends are normal platonic friends that doesn't involve sexual intercourse. Sex mates are people we have sex with. And because we have sex with them, we spend money on them. So they take money from us. Some will take money indirectly, or they will take it directly, or they will practice prostitution directly and give you charges to pay. So you spend money on them. Number two, side chicks. Side chicks are people who are going out with married men and we spend money on them. The money we spend on them is not legal. It's not really something that we are an obligation to do. But because they have become side chick and they are part of the marriage plan, we spend some money on them. The third category of women we are talking about are baby mamas. Baby mamas, we don't spend money on them. We spend money on the babies. Do you get it? We spend money on the babies. So I have a child with a certain woman somewhere, and I've rented the house for the child. The amount of money I give to that child is going through the mother. So they take child support from me. That child support is not because of the wife. They don't take mother support. They take child support. So the house I rented is for the child. I am planning on buying a house. I won't buy the house for the baby mama. I'll buy the house for the child. Now, I am being responsible enough to take care of the child, not the baby mama. This is why I say baby mamas should not give chance for baby daddies to come and have sexual intercourse with them without paying. You can't feed me when I come and visit the child. You are not a wife. So when you have a child with me and I come and visit you, you are not an obligation to provide food. No. Who says that? No, you are not a wife. So wives, don't be worried. Wives, don't be hurt. When your husband has children elsewhere and they are visiting the child, they will still come back home to come and eat. But because of some of you, your behavior, you automatically make baby mamas wives to your husbands. Listen to me. Listen. Look, listen. You don't force your husband to make the baby mama a wife. In some phone, if you were no dorsal. And I'm a casa who call Colancolano, I'm a hoe didi. And you're and you're no didi on Yerino. Now, who soon will bend in or start yes, sir. And you said yes, or money, Bianidi. When I say and I said, yeah, because me ba no mama me ndidi o. Me ba fie. Me ndidi. Me kono ma aduane say me sika na me de mase yemfa hwe me ba no. Enso se ye nnu aduane na me nya bindi. Me kofie no nnu aduane a de na me ye. Me ba no hwe de ye a eye me ba. On hwe de ye na me masika na me hwe sa akra no oye more nutrition. Aduane nko ye na e hospital. Na doctor say me ba de ndidi a eye ma sede say me bisa say e de sika na me ko na enso anadan. And now yeah, who baby mama near Besrawa, ye ba ye the baby brand kolan, and you and yen shet. Say me besram banner me to the amount. Yen chon baby ya. And yen shet. Me nam kwan so na me baby mama frame me to the family. Hello, hi, no abodin straight. George, yes. But you now ba over besra kolana na aine. But you oh ba mesra ye diaper to diaper tembre. Ma to diaper ko. Or friend me kase emi pacho me ntumi nko krom nko to aduane die me amete ano okomo de me pan te o ba to aduane bi brem na me ndi me pa na me to me pa e na me to ade e fa akora ne ho no ekoye mani so ade hu kese baby mama. So don't spend on a baby mama, don't spend on a side chick, don't spend on a sex mate, don't spend on a girlfriend like you do for your wife. So if you want to be a responsible husband and you are not married, don't waste your resources on these people. Don't sit anywhere and let any baby mama act like a wife in your life. Uko show bi nyensen a na ye gi nyensen no na wo hwa nyensen no esakola ni pie wonyam na mehwa wo no nya wo na mehwa abofra no wo yem no na abofra na kono de obedi pizza akola na kono de so obedi mekoshirawa ne agele akola na kono de ne se onyanka na nkobeye we enti enya wo na mehwa abofra na wo yem no de me pesa moti ase ne se mesremu me pese moti ase se oyire uya no ayede. I want you to have the interest of becoming a wife, and I want husbands to know their responsibilities towards their wife. If you have a wife, your focus are not your children. Listen to me. If you have a wife, your focus are not your children, because automatically your provision comes from your wife, and the request from your wife is to take care of herself first, then the children. But if you have a baby mama, the responsibility is direct on the children. So the children are those who causes their mothers to enjoy from a baby daddy. Get the distinction. So when you are a baby mama, don't rubbish and say, our dear mean komuda. Because meaning the menya our dear. No, it's not true. A man who treats you better as a baby mama than the wife, he's not qualified to be called a husband. And he's under a curse. A man who is a husband and want to be blessed must take full responsibility as a husband. Provide for your wife. Provide for your wife. Provide feeding. Provide clothing. You are providing the things. See, the challenge with us right now as husbands are that we look at what we are providing. My wife is working. She's also going to work. What is she going to use the money for? It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Why is your focus on your wife's employment? You made her a wife. Immediately you marry a woman as a wife, as a husband, these are your responsibilities. You are providing shelter. You are the one paying light bill. You are the one making sure that security, and let me break down security again. I said spiritual security, financial security, physical security, logistical security. All these things I'm speaking sounds like English. Then I'm a church. Your wife cannot go to work and the way she comes home. Your wife goes to work and the way she comes home is none of your business. What are you talking? Your wife is working and she's joining trotro and you are not even concerned the way she gets home. I'm not saying buy a car for your wife. Men cancer. Men cancer to come out. Men cancer. Men cancer ma uyiri fa ubanko ejuma men cancer. Men cancer high taxi but men cancer. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that even if your wife is supposed to join public transport, how comfortable is she in the public transport? What are the safety measures for her in the public transport? Is she struggling to pay her fare? Ask yourself, what provision have you made for your wife? I know a man who joins trotro with a wife every day when they are going to work. One ne yiri nyina mo ngoduma obeko ba mo nyina fifie omo nantifi obabi omo fie won sa de ba trotro station ho no mo nyina be fa car, they sit in the same car, ye pon oba nso fa de trotro ba fie ba we yire ho fa ho mo ma to car ma mo yire po mo nya service mo o embe bi ti awade ho ya to car ma o na di ni say ya present car ma o na car no mo anom ni ko fitam omo anom to battery oba na ne to oil Obana enya wade ema bema bedani kotobonku nimgu asini egum bema ni mase. If your wife is the one taking care of her own car, she is not a wife. You can't be in competition in that house. The order is from you. You look, let me tell you. And if you are a wife, let me tell you, if you are a fortunate wife watching me, and your husband is practicing the things I'm saying, you will never have your peace of mind if you keep your own money. Listen carefully. When a man tells you to give me your money under an instruction, where you are under obligation, pay light, let me pay water, give me money to go and do this. These are different things. Anytime a man gives you that order, he falls under a curse. But look at the voluntary services. You are working and you are a wife in that house. This is how your husband is suffering. He gets up in the morning. He makes sure that your car fuel tank is full. He makes sure that your car goes for servicing. When your car is making noise, he checks on it. He buys you battery. He makes sure that everything about you is okay. When you have money, don't let him ask. Bestow it on him. Not with a title. Do you understand what I'm saying? When was the last time you gave your money, you gave a gift to your husband? What chau krusikada? Debi akru ne to credit ma. Wa hu mobile money bi aye pin okosha. Hey. Wow. Hey, ya. Na sika ke se we dey fi mirror. Fa sha wallet ni mu. Na won so fa jiwe ni odo. Have you surprised your husband with the cash before? I say it is wrong for your husband to come and take money from you. A husband doesn't do that. It is wrong for your husband to let you use your own money to take care of yourself. It's not right. A husband who does that is not being responsible. So what are the responsibilities of a husband? He's taking full care of the wife from the head down to the toe. Ni triji, salon sika, ni hand dryer. What hand dryer ma yirida? Coronavirus ba ye ba bebre yom ti wofie. You should be interested in kunkura ukunu and so you're interested in na enkua o yire edi trinity eyefe enkua o yire sra ese wunim wo hie bia no ato abre no na de me kan se oba bia nso ukunu ye na sede o wabra bomu a unya sika enye busua de empe. Surprise your husband with a gift. It's not when your husband has given tie me kan you Montimasia, a chim no be adwumano boni. Tie men kantina me ketwi aka broforo. Enye se wukunu aka se was said ya ne se obetu ankola di fees na mawe. Sa be man oyokoto bonku mu wale mu ye business. Metia rent. And metia rent no hu mi mobo. Na so nto aduane menwa no. Men hu ni mobo. Tie me men hu ni mobo. Enye na meka. I am not saying where your husband has told you that I'm paying rent, so you two don't you have sympathy on me so that you can also come. No, I'm not talking about that. Get out of that one. I'm saying when a man is doing the things I am saying, he's providing shelter, he's providing security, he's doing all that he's supposed to do for you. You are not under obligation, but it is voluntary that when a man is nice to you as a husband, surprise him. Every day you are the only person who is happy in your purse, happy in your account. You are the only person. You are the only person that they buy you credit. You are the only person they buy you phone. Have you surprised your husband before? Have you done that? I see very foolish women who buy things for their husband and come and ask me to wait. Yeah, they buy me office and me toy. Na FPA and I me talk out. I'm see back 40. Men yes can 20. My mom 20. And think about Choma miscan I got Choma back on come. You are a stupid woman to do that. Nobody has sent you to go and buy for him. I will get that. Nobody has sent you to do that. Don't. I saw these shoes and they were nice. And they say it's 200 Ghana cedis. So I told the man to bring it to me tomorrow. But he said I should come and let you try it. So that when you give me the money, I'll go and get it. Don't do this. Nobody has sent you. Nobody has sent you. That is not what I'm talking about. You buy and come and take money from me? Says who? Says who? I saw these spectacles and I see it's going to fit you. So I bought it for you. But you know already, this is what they have to pay me. I mean, so I put the money back where I took it. It was somebody's money I borrowed. And so, who sent you to go and buy me a shade? Did I ask you for it? If I ask you for it, I give you money to go and buy for me. You bestowed your work to your husband who is caring. When was the last time you gave something to your husband? Nothing. Wonkone widini ba oti awade hu a wonche ukunu hweda be ma ne ye bibia ma ukunu ne ye bibia he wankasa kasa wote ne so ano aso no antambo no na wonso de na ukunu be kasa ye ma no sebio empema gro de e wase de debio eduane no e wase de enkola hwe e wase de ni ntade sie e wase de. Then they are your duties. And you know how he suffered to take care of him? I give him sex every day. Forget about the sex you give him. Because he doesn't want to pay for your sex, that is why he paid your bride price. So what singing are you singing here? And you better out on. And you better out on. And I'm there, dear man. And I'm a cook kitchen, I'm in the kitchen, sir. On the brand, papa, 50. Who knew the animal who on your share? I was said, yeah. When did I make a me say bear man so ye na said you tie ni ye na said ye bibia o hia bia otoma me say ekunu me say bua no no me nka say bua ne say o si dan enti o si dan ti na sense ke ni fie enti o si focus on the project so that I focus in the house. That is wrong. A man who agrees to this will suffer. Obeme bia o mo boa o esi dan ube bre uda dan ni kura nda nche no wu wu na say obeme bia oba ma sika etso sika so go tu asase obebre uti asase ni bude bia obeka wo kon fa so nya sika no men bobo sia fi oyiri ho upe bosia kwa bonti ko bobosia. Don't take a loan from your wife. Don't do it. Don't I know what I'm telling you. I say don't. Look, for those of you who are not married, let me tell you, if you are not standing well, if you are not financially capable enough to feed yourself 3 square meals, you can't provide shelter and pay utilities, you can't provide security for your wives, don't get married. Men wale na wanko wu kwase wo na wade no owuwom no me wa wade so san hira enhira ne nya no eyeden no me ne nya den kra. It's easy for you to have the curse in marriage than have the blessing. She's your helpmate. She's not your provider. So the man must be responsible. Fully responsible. He dictates to the woman. So the woman is a slave to the husband. And the slave I'm using the slave because the Bible says that, and for the rest of your life you shall be, your husband shall be your desire. Your desire shall be for your husband. He shall rule over you. Bible says that wives, submit yourself to your own husband. Somebody asked me the question and I'm tackling the answer now. As you are a wife, your duty as a wife is to respect and submit yourself to your own husband, not your father-in-law, not your pastor. If you are going to church and your husband says, don't go, sit down, let's have a chat. Perfect. Sit down and have a chat. This is your God. I am your God. How do I come to the house? And you are praying. Your husband has come back from work. Who are you talking to? Do you know the God you are talking to? Wife, listen. Wife, tear. Okay. And then today I want to be within the realm. Share the page. Flow. Somebody must learn. Your husband comes home and you are going to all night. All night. And I am not aware you are. Oh my God. Jesus, have mercy on us. Me, your husband. Me, ukunu. Me nim se wo all night. Me do fear and you catch him say come paibo. You are not serious. Uko bon pa che wan. Uni nyame bia o me ya wo nyankopon. Me on nyankopon. Me ti am me kunu me yire me nyame o. Awoni me yire nyame. Kai, me ka say my wife will worship the God I worship. Me kan ye. That is the duty of a wife. So a wife will submit to the authority and the leadership of the husband. If you cannot obey your husband's rule, divorce. Hello? I pledge to speak the truth. Nothing but the truth. If you can't obey your husband's rule, divorce. Want to mean tina ukru enasi entina ne mremu ena me de menya kwara menya obi e betia tema kyerem de menya me so me de me ho de wo ho awalo ho. You have a head. He determines how the house runs. So the duty of a wife is to submit herself totally to a husband as a God. Your husband is your God. You can say it after me. If you are married, say it. If you are not married, say my husband will be my God. I don't know what I'm hearing. The duties of a wife is to submit and respect the husband. Your husband is your God. But you see, men will lose their respect if they are not husbands over the wife. And only asem no. Onye na said die se kununti obuo no onya. Anya sana mo yere no. What was that there there? Who ni se kunu? Onye wura. He's not lording over you. He has no instruction. He can't command you because he doesn't pay for your hair. So he comes back home and your hairstyle is nasty. Utini wa yem pese utini hu tantan eba ne sana no yiri tifie ubekọ adwuma ba no wakotwa ni ti nyina sweat o say natural ya no one say na ambe o natural ama wan usi ana wonni wana natural ma o ka so to baba fie o to baba fie o me fie na ati no e dan nya ode o ma haidan awale wa betrem se me yire onya me ba oya me yire wo yire me na me wura o me ya waja me nya papa o me ya wusunsun wura. I am the Lord over your life. You are too disrespectful to your husband. Yes, because he has created the atmosphere for disrespect. Obu onna le po akegbomo mo ni kebo obu owule na ba bule kebo okebule han owu na ba bule han bo okele yu gbaku okele yu otumo taflaje tiafie johe no to ya kona abu. You have no respect for your husband. There is no decision you want to take that you want to consult your husband. You want to do business, you don't tell your husband about it. You want people even can buy. Look, I'm not saying you can't surprise your husband. No, people have bought. I just found out recently the woman just bought a house to just thank the husband. I was shocked in Ghana. Monte, Obama and Tomo Bana can bet me what. The woman just bought a house with just 15 years. When any kunu one or say, honey, I want to take you somewhere. Obano, or do one. And I said, this house is yours. Papa ne frère mo si ohun bi da. Me fan to ya. Yanya fan to ya. So you social media soon. That's all social media for. For. He has never seen some before. Oh, who be that? Who kunu ho atete wo krom? Who kunu atade o hye nyina ekon na atete? Obi aka se na no ode. Na no fefefe, who kunu anu ode wan fa. E ba se na kunu anu ode. Be ma be na no ode. Na no ode na wusu ode jawade ne. Who kunu anu ode wo so jawade no. Kotena baba ho. Pede na no nya de. So the duty of a wife is to manage the house, to manage the children, and to manage the facility that has been provided by the husband. Your wife is educated so he could help the children do homework. If it's beyond her, she consults you. So that is what we call educational compatibility. My children's homework are not done. They are waiting for daddy to come and do the homework. I am at work. I am fending for the family. I am the husband. I'm looking for businesses to make sure that I take care of you people. And homework, 4 + 2 + 8 + 10 cannot be done. Not because your wife is not educated. If you marry a woman who is not educated, provide a class teacher in the house for the homework. Case closed. That's a qualified husband. Tie me. Membeka say ampa menim debiti. O wale oba na disuan ko anima. Obi nka say o hi oba na disuan ko anim. It is your compatibility. I said one of the things you need is when I do premarital counseling, you understand why you need compatible, reading pattern. Obi onima there, obi on tutumi kenkan. Say no na wo fight. The one ko fight your onima kenkan. Na nkola ni school fees, nkola ni homework ba. Na o de twen. Kosi ta we fi adwuma ba. Onye bone say onim. Class work na nkola ne ba ye no heading crown to me kan wa wonim say wo don obre no ho ase opel nanso nkola ne work no ontumi nye enye say wo ma wo yiri gu nanim ase wo nkola nanim onim ye. It once I'm married to a woman who is not educated, it is my personal prerogative to make sure that I get a class teacher and pay the class teacher in the house. I don't disgrace my wife. She can't do the homework, so I don't disgrace her. Hello? Do you get it? So the duty of the wife is to run the home. And let me tell you, if you are a wife, this is one of the duties you do. Once you are running a facility on behalf of the CEO of the house, anything that goes wrong in the house, you are supposed to report to the CEO. You are not supposed to do it with your own power and knowledge. It has to be discussed. It is a duty on you to have discussion with management of the home. When one of the children are going wayward, they are disrespectful, it is a responsibility on you to approach it and report to the head of the house, who is the husband. One of the duties of a wife is to let the presence of the husband, who is the father, be felt in the house, even when he's not physically present. Duties of a wife. You see, I've jumped to duties of a wife. Before marriage, a woman doesn't need employment. Before marriage, a woman doesn't need a business capital. Before marriage, a woman doesn't need anything. What you need to enter into marriage is your beauty. What makes you a feminine person in the marriage? You have breast, you have buttocks, you have vagina, or you have a private part. That is what you are bringing on board. You should have home skills. You should have home management skills. You should be able to cook. You should be able to wash. You should be able to have sexual intercourse. It's not bluffing when it comes to sex. The current girls, the complaints I'm receiving, some of you are bluffing too much. When husbands come in for sex, wives are able to tell husbands, I am tired. I respect that. I'm not saying why I'm not tired, say I'm tired. But the way you involve yourself in a sexual intercourse shows that you are not a wife. You are happy. You are living with your husband in a house. Your husband is not sick. Your husband is not impotent. Your husband is not having extramarital affair, even if he's having. But you are in a house with your husband, and every month he has sex with you once in a month. You are wicked. You are very wicked. Don't be happy. Or your software, he's a businessman, he's a contractor. Hello? Your husband has sex with you once in a month. Are you serious? And you're happy? You are telling your friends, that's for me. I don't know, but God gave me the right husband. He doesn't worry me with sex. If your husband is not worrying you with sex, your marriage is dying, because the fuel for marriage is sex. It's dying. And the duties of a wife is that you are brought into the marriage for sexual intercourse. It's part of the management of home. It means you need to work on yourself, prepare yourself for sex. Sex is the fuel for marriage. So when a husband is doing everything for you, and when it comes to sex, he needs to plead, he needs to beg, he needs to walk everywhere and plan everything, and you are wicked. If your wife is denying you of sex in marriage, she is wicked. Divorce her. Marry the one who will give you the access for sex. Pamono. So what you said you say kunu. Now we yire ni bibia. I mean, you can hear women speaking loose to other women. I hear conversations. Mitien komo man komo. Makachi say, "Your boss 7 no ni fie ha. On yamin dimi. I say mada on dimi nyane me. You are a stupid woman. What Jimmy? Unim nyansa. Bema na mukrom obre. Tamo bedu fie mfa ho. Wan bedu mpo mfa ho. Ogonya accident kre mfa ho. You are managing a facility for me as a husband. You are managing the home for a husband. You are there as a wife. I paid your bride price for management. And unfortunately for you, you don't care whether your husband comes home or not. If he gets home, you are sleeping and snoring. Or some of you are even praying and you don't care. You hear the horn of your husband. You don't care. More or less for him to come and have sex. And you can tell your colleague, me de one man tema, oh nyami dibio. Me de man catch them. A standard. Me pedie 8:30. One befie 8:30. On fan home family. You are a wicked woman. You deserve to be divorced. You are not qualified to be a wife. Who gives a man the time to come home? Hello? Hear this and hear well. Their home is managed by the woman. So the one that must come to the house because there is a job to do is the wife, not the husband. Hello? So if the children's homework, you don't know it. Unim. And I'm assuming man tema, husband tie me. Mema obunfu, oyira bon, otimi ni nkwala ni nye homework. Enti na de bia nkwala ni homework ba, no afre wo phone so, or therefore me sra we de waso ahye na so nkwala ni work no me de aba no menti ase, ya draw bibi se me twansa ni wo WhatsApp ana. For you to cut that nonsense, get a class teacher at home and pay. Enti na wo bre no. Asa. The duty of a wife is to provide food. Food for the husband. If your husband stop eating your food, your marriage is collapse. Somebody told me a story some years ago when GNTC was working. An old woman. He said what he was doing for the husband was that he was preparing food for the husband. The husband was working with GNTC. And he had a snack bag to provide food. Or yeah, no pet and those days can never buy. It's one of my aunties who told me the story. He provides breakfast, will provide lunch, and the husband will come home to eat supper. He says all of a sudden at a point in time, the husband did something. What did he do? You don't know, there's something called 3 sisters. Maybe you are too young. It was a lunch, it's like the soldiers were using some. Actually, a soldier for a chinsi is locked in 3. It's 3 in 1. And you hold it like that. It was being used by the soldiers. So a bowl like that was given to the husband. He took the food to work. And the husband came home and said, he has forgotten the bowl. My auntie said, then there was a standing order. Until you bring the bowl home, you take food to work again. Stupid wife. Oh, look, bull. Are you serious? That I left the container you put food inside for me to go to work. So you give me food again to work. Am I your child? Do you see me like your son? Me oba. Umbuadie. Ukruwa meduani de akwa adwuma. Me ko ye bo na me mato. Mako jawa adwuma muti umma meduani bi onko adwuma. Umbuade. You are supposed to feed the food your husband eats. You have to be interested. And say how. What your husband eats at work should be your concern. And foul what? Hey, this is how we build the interest of marriage in our children. Is there a bowl with the name of your husband? That chinsine. Where that chins you? This is daddy's bowl, daddy's cup. This is that. Is there anything in your house like that? Is there a sign that the children see daddy is coming? Mommy is up. Mommy is sleeping. Daddy is up. Look, traditionally, socially, in the realms of the spirit, you should not sleep with your husband. Husband should wake up first. Do you know why we position you? The woman must sleep towards the wall. Because when you are getting up to go and sweep, you overtake a woman. Sorry. Or down you or bo humba abontin se kopra. Ene nkwala mpra. Eyire mpra. Obi ampra. And the sorry ko pram pema go kra emba. Sex in the morning is a crime now to women. They get up in the morning, the first thing in their head is morning devotion. Who are you praying to? Me, your God, want to have sex, and you are praying in the name of Jesus. Who are you? Who are you praying to? I'm your God, so who are you praying to? You don't cook for your husband. Your house help. They are taking care of their husbands. Oh, are you serious? Mistake. God has blessed your husband mistakenly. So house helps are preparing your husband's food. Your husband will get to his food and there's nothing showing that it is from a wife. Do you know what spiritually it is for your husband to be eating food made by you? Even if you are not the one cooking, do you supervise what they are cooking for your husband? The duty of a wife is to provide food for the husband. I thought I was finished this topic today. But ladies and gentlemen, I can't finish today. By God's grace. Friday, I will tackle this thing. There's more to share. Look, we are launching Counselor TV this July. It's important. Too many of us have become wicked in marriage. And we assume it's the best. Those of you who are already married, change. Change. I said do what? Change. If your husband is being a husband, be a wife. If you're not being a wife, stop it. Divorce and go. Don't paint a negative picture for the future children. So I got to a point I say, let your husband's presence be felt, even if it's not physically present at home. Children are going to sleep. Daddy is not home. What do you tell the children? Let's pray for daddy. One of your child will say, but daddy is not here. Daddy is always here with us. That is it. Have you seen God before? But he's our father. Everywhere we are, we believe God is there. You've left your father and your mother. You have come to marry me. And you think I am only present when you see me? Leave the marriage and go to your mother and father. Men are dying. Men are dying. Husbands are dying. Wives are killing husbands. They are not poisoning you with anything in your food, but their character, their behavior, the things, the way they talk to you, the way they behave towards you, the way you beg them to do normal things they're supposed to do for you as a wife is killing men as husbands. Have you taken calculator to calculate how much your husband is spending in the house? Have you checked it? Watch it. Watch it. Who are you? Who are you wine? And then you have to say, oh, cooking you think is a crime. No food. Look, if your husband gets home at 10 midnight and he requests for fufu, it is your duty to either provide or convince him to eat gari because fufu will be provided the next day. It's not your duty to insult. You are a stupid wife. Don't tell me your husband is not sensible, that he's asking fufu at the wrong time. What is called wrong time? He has the right to demand for fufu at 10 midnight, but it is left with you to convince your husband with your humility, your respect, your love and submission, and provide another meal for him and promise him a surprise lunch. Have you surprised your husband? Have you surprised your husband with a lunch in the office before? They do it for you. You are not learning. If you were buying lunch for your husband, you call him to send you mobile money. You are a stupid wife. Sika ya di ma se fa hwe fie aduane no. Se metena fie a medi lunch wo mebo a. Enti boni ba na wo say once a while. Wa kwa koto check bi a ehye bag mu delivery di aba. Menka se bra. I'm not saying go to your husband's office. Marriage made easy for Ghanaian women. Musia brofo no. Just do an order. You know what your husband likes. Or potato chips and chicken. When you go, deliver it to him, and then say it is coming from Mrs. Lutrot. Your husband will see the mail, and even people around the place will go, director, you have a food deliver. Collect it from him. Is it for me? He is surprised. I'm not saying do it every day. If you do it every day, but he's surprised. You don't think about what he will eat. Have you ever called your husband to ask where did he do that now? Yeah, call no. Yeah, brother, no. And Grofoni be about where did now? You're not serious. The duties of a wife. Today, if I end here, is to feed your husband. Whether he's home, he's on campaign trail. Your husband is an MP. This during campaign time. Do you know what he eats? Mimi kuru ya MP. Na or starting campaign. Me anka same po bia nu aduane di nachi. Na wa mu no. Oba odi wachi onu aduane kura o dwen se one wo da. Jimie. De mu ni ma no. Oba bia di ukunu chi one ne da. Na ukunu nyo obi no ne da unda nyame ase. Unda nyame ase. Wuti wa hia na edi. Ahe. Why we are tasked why you want to change say ya de nyina wo wi ase wo pa ne de bo. Ubewu. Wo de so bewu. Ubewu. Aho kire tantan. Wo ne boy yare ma o. Provide your husband. There are two types of food that a woman provides as a wife to the husband. Today I'm talking about just one. You are a dietitian as a wife. Every wife is a dietitian. If your husband is getting pot belly after marriage, it is your fault. It is your fault. What are you doing to help him? What are you doing to help him? The duties of a wife. This is what will make other people become interested in marriage. Remember, our topic is that creating interest in the up and coming youth for marriage. Friends, I don't know what to say. But for those of you who are not married yet, I don't think you make mistakes. You cannot make mistake. You cannot be on the school of marriage and relationship and make mistake. No way. Because I'm here to tell you the truth. Nothing by the truth. Look, the Cancelator TV, a better time. Divorce will happen. And I'll be happy divorce. Because I will be happy for you to divorce and marry correctly so that the children will learn something than to stay in this marriage and destroy the future of the children. Are you happy that your husband goes to eat in the baby mama's house? Shame on you. Your husband eats in a baby mama's house. Are you feeding your husband? Are you feeding your family? It's Is your focus the children alone? Your first principal duty as a wife is not towards God. It's not towards your family. It's not towards your children. Your first principal duty as a wife is towards your husband. Any woman who respects the pastor, her pastor, more than a husband, is a fool. What Jimmy? Utie wu pastor. Meme ya osofo utie mi se ukunu. What bodam? Onya serious. Mimpo se Mimi George, me your counselor. Na utie mi se ukunu kura we Jimmy for. O wari be ma Jimmy nia. Se onye kunu a enu de enfa me ho. Se ukunu nya kunu na utie, I mean enu enfa me ho. But me can be say, if you are married to a man who is not a husband over you, leave the marriage and look for a husband. Because don't stay there and disrespect him and have a curse. Men are dying because of pain. Men are dying because the wives they have are not forthcoming. Men are dying because the people they call housewives are not. I meet men who are happy when their house help are not sick. Because everything they want is provided by the house help. My dear, let me encourage you. If your husband is doing all that a man should do for a wife, honor him by being the manager of that home. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is up. Laia King says, Counselor, please, when I ask my husband what he will eat, he says he will eat anything I provide. This is, look, let me clap for your husband. Wow. 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 It's part of the things I was going to tweet on Friday. If you are with a husband who is from a home, he doesn't tell you what he will eat. He was trained to eat everything that is provided. That is why I'm not happy when you live in a house where a mother is cooking jollof rice for the firstborn, doing plantain chips for the secondborn, and doing fufu for the husband. What your husband will eat, except babies. 2 years, who cannot eat, all of us will eat. But how do you provide different meals in one house? 5 children plus a husband. So you cook 6 different kinds of food. I say you are the what are they called? You are the dietitian. And who call easy nutritionist. Nutritionist. You are the nutritionist. I thank God Josephine Bedney is not on the line because she will say I have not pronounced it well. You know, you are the nutritionist of the family. I'm happy I'm speaking in English. Your wife is the dietitian and the nutritionist of the family. So your husband doesn't determine what he eats. You determine what is a balanced diet for your husband. So when your husband tells you, what will you eat? And he says, anything you cook. That is why I clap for your husband. You are married to a very sensible husband. Thank his mother. The way he was trained, that is why he tells you, whatever you cook, I will eat. Major crown, my come baby. I'll be Versace perfume, and I told you why. I feel perfume, Versace original. It's not fake one of you. Original Versace. The whole box in the Charlie. To be better, I mean, feel it sent to the bar. I'm team. That's what used to be that. Scaffold mantem. I cook for my wife, and she's also cook for me. Well, if your husband cooks for you once a while, I said, but if you are a wife and your kitchen has been overtaken by your husband, you are dying quietly in the marriage. The marriage is dying. That your husband cooks for himself, and now mother-in-law may say, the duties of a wife endorse, but a mad diable. Women are killing men in marriages with their call, mandate, and duty. I can get home at 12 midnight. I'll not be hungry. But it's nice when you get home late and you can still see your wife even waking up and dozing and say, honey, welcome. It's nice. But they treat you in your own house as if you are a burden to them. But that is the money they eat. I say, take a calculator and calculate how much your husband is spending in the house. That's why I say all good husbands, show your pay slip to your wife. If your wife sees your pay slip, they will see that sika omudi will feel hono. Baby a fee no nim. I say it every time. I'm wrapping up today. Time is up. Counselor, we want more, please. Time is up. I need to close for today. I need to change my name after marriage to Mrs. Yes. Let me tell you, I'll tweet that one too. Under the law, when you go into civil marriage, your marriage certificate now, until you gazette it, you are not Mrs. So go and gazette it, then you can write Mrs. It means you are Mrs. Lutrot, you are Mrs. Kobe, you are Mrs. Ajimai, you are Mrs. what? You are Mrs. Kuvo, you are Mrs. Ado, because you have gazetted it. So you need to do that. People, majority of women I meet who don't want to write their husband's name, they are not interested in their marriage. I went out from they are killing us, so but they always say men don't cry. Men don't cry. I know men are dying because of the way their wives are treating them. Minim. Bema na mo nyi enu nya BP. Ni girinti. And I remember bebre bro mo brenti o munya yade na yempema gro. Look, do everything. There are two things when you punish a man with. To disrespect a man is feeding him and not giving him sex. O try a day. A day. O beso be du ade na wale. O wala be virgin. You want to marry and be a virgin? I'm not saying that force your wife, rape your wife. No. But I'm saying that most of the men, they're too. I mean, you hear somebody saying that, when you wake me up in the morning, no way me or frame and opa me when me papa. Ya pewedi when you made an anopa. My dream a hokra. And make sure I say never to my dream. If I'm home command no me dimina. Are. Jawadian come on me hope up to you. Why? Two come on me. My shame be on. And you know me, I'm stopping here today. I just want to see a question. Question number 7. I have really learned a lot. I will be a wife. Thank you, Francisca. You'll be my first client, or you'll be one of the first clients you're going to deal with. Counselor, the married women, some say the name changing is very difficult process. That's why. Oh, it's simple. Anybody who is married and you want to change your name, come, I'll help you. It's very, very... One of the simple activities that publishers is changing of name. Very simple. I'll help you. But be careful you want to stay in the marriage before you go and change. If you are not ready to stay in the marriage, don't go and change. Jana wade ningu. Men tena wade bone ho. Awade bi enko yenu, ja wade no. Na pe be ma foforo no wale. Friends, loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of this class, on this note, thank you for being part of our lecture for today. I think this is a better platform for you. Very educative. Thank you. Thank you, Yeboah. We do it every time. Oh, it has always been there. Counselor, please, when I ask my husband, I think I read that, what will he eat? He tells me anything I cook, he will eat. That is a husband. So I tell you the strategy. Girl, if you want to know how to do balanced diet for your husband, during the day, you call him, hello, Kogu Papa, honey, monkey. How do you call your husband? If you have friend, Jatani, Jatana to say, Kramai me frewo, ne yawe, or therefore then idea. Midi Benku. All of Kanu, Benku, the obedisa, but here. Yabeshi, eh, Brantemo, I'm going to be, and you are a foolish woman. Brantemo, any of our. Have me say tea. Unu aduane si nkunu ho na oba ne wendi a enye bone. Wan no na oba na ye bone. Metu ankomodie so. Ochina de me hye mbo so ochina mitimi nye. Ochina mitimi nye. Ochina me woni TFM. Friday, yen hwe de nyambe. Nyankopon de yen kwache ya me kire. How do you win your husband to eat your food? Utia ye ukunu be fi osi opeti. Ti nso de ye no ane sen. No amane. Empo ukunu be anajo osi ti no pei. Chinkosi agunwe. Na ade e tan ni say eda ukunu entam bisa. De obebisa wo fi obi asa da na bi ni ho. It means you are not a manager in that house. Are you a manager in that house? What transi mokasa? What transi miluasa? What transi geliasa? What transi omuasa? Eda na nemu no omuka kana me ye muasa o. Me ya ma adwin say na kan wi awe mekwa koto bi na nso ato sa mentime pi. Ye jimi fo. Ya wale oba say. Ohu san chiwe. Wo so si o ya yire. Den ankola ni sua. Ena me ni mo nkwa na me jesi o me ko ba ankola na di ni hey na ankola ya say di omo atere etu nkwan mu ama me ma ho kwan ye no ane sen na ambe aduane amani da so sa najo me ba me di no hey mumbu ade hey na ma fo nkola ama ba mo na mo che de wo fi a hey me so wale ya utia ye ese be bia ye nam no ebe boawo emprampo na otwe ne kama sei we wo pra twe de wo wale yo hwa wo pra twe oni obi kura na etwe mpra na wo ye aho te se awarefu e mesi mende na so di sua de eno kira se sa na titi ni ofie ohun wo fie me mesi me wale ye se ne ye se papa na ha me ye san kwan ya enam nko a papa bakura no opese o san kwan na wo so ye se na ohwe ni kplo nam nugum ono so onwe o enye so ba winti ne se sama no ye de kire se o ye tiri wo fie o nti biso me wale am ya twa me pru wo mitanfo anim what ma say enti ye wo mfufuo ni se a be ma bia o yiri twa fufuo mo a ontwa ne mienu ontwa ne nufo ontwa ne to ontwa ne hwemo aba bia so wo ntam mani Cancel baby wo wakika ne ho if your wife gives you fufu and is one what try to bo mu gban mendi obese owu hey oba se fufuo ni eketo ampo a twa ne hwa mienu eto mienu nufuo mienu oh my god bema unya ne mienu sa no odun se som si a eti se u mienu fuo no selewa udi ana yo se obuo bi wo ho ye di nsu asi wo horo nsa awo na abei obema ba fie na ebe ma na aduane adia nsu ode horo nsa adwo on ni se shem nsu no adwo ode nsu ode na adwo wa jimi papa ensu a ukuru do horo nsa wo ye nsu she kaka laji ona otua laji gas ona ato ya nchire wo fie tu ka se de mama wade aye time she wa nim bi ade hwem ho mapon. Thank you so much. If you cannot provide food for your husband, if you cannot provide sex for your husband, I encourage you, leave the marriage now. Divorce your husband and go. And for those of you who are not married, practice marriage in a sensible way. One of the things you don't do as a girl who is not married is don't be a wife to anybody. However, it makes sense for you to begin to learn the things. Join people who are married and learn from them, which means you can be cooking for a man who is not your husband at your own expense because you are using him for your practicals, your licential practicals. Serve him like you are a wife. I say no woman, no wife has been given the right to ask husband, what time are you coming home? It doesn't make sense. Anytime your husband comes home, let him have the what do you call it? The respect. When your husband is not home, let his presence be felt. That plate ni, that cup ni, that bowl ni. Monwa da omon ensi ho. Monwa da potom poto ensi ho. Monwa da nkwan mo kan hye. It's painful at times. I mean, yesterday I got home in the evening late, and I thought my small boy was asleep. When I entered, the way the boy rushed to me, I felt like to say, Once I wish and crofone a call no more bass no more banner banner. Me banny Johnny how much is Sabi she and say ah Miss Mamma say I then don't die. Also you Obi a castle adele. I was shocked. I was shocked. I felt happy to go home. Let me tell you, we shouldn't feel happy we are going home because of our children as a man. A man must feel happy he's going home because of the wife. May I repeat it? Any man who is a proper husband feels happy to go home because of the wife, not because of the children. But every wife feels happy to go home because of the children. Why? Because your wife brings you happiness. Your wife connects you to the children. But if the children are the reason why you rush to the house, it means that the house has become a more functional home. I have to finish this topic. I have to complete this topic for the sake of our friends and loved ones. Thank you so much, Yamle, for the number. 0277609644 is the number for Counselor Lutrot. Seek for premarital counseling before you get married. If you are going through any challenge in marriage, come for post-marital counseling. It doesn't mean I'm the best husband, I'm the best human being on earth. But I believe that if maybe somebody have opened a lecture like this for me before I got married, I could have been better in my marriage than what I am today. But I've said it everywhere. I would die as the best husband in the world. If I marry 40 women, I still want to be the best husband in the world. Remember, when a man marries more than one, it doesn't make him a bad husband. And when you see somebody going to marry another woman, it doesn't mean the wife is bad. There are times that they just want to increase their capacity to have longer life. A man who marries more than one lives longer because a man is a god and needs to be worshipped. I'm grateful for you being here for me. I know I have to close. My husband will enjoy. God bless you, counselor. God bless you too. Nayamle, thank you for the number. And as I leave, desire to be a wife. Desire to be a husband. Let your children become husbands now. Let your children become wives now. So marriage begins from parenting, not when you are above 18. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say a big thank you to Yao Fran, my chairperson, for joining us today. I'm so grateful for your support. I saw Josephine Baden coming through. I don't know if it's the Baden I know, because there's a Baden that keeps coming. Thank you so much, Thumbs up from Nayamli. Thank you so much for your support. I want to say a big thank you to Kenneth, all the fan club members who are on the line. God bless you. And I told you that when you hit 1,000 on the fan club, Ghana will have something to come and learn from all of you. I'm so grateful to you. I love you all. I love you all. I love you so much. You know I love you so much. God bless you so much. Live long. Catherine, talk to me when I'm off from air. I'm happy you are there. May I leave you now with some few words of wisdom. Be a wife. Let your wifeship be known by your duty. Thank you so much, Jane and Amasanto. I see you are sharing today. Chalawaya there. Be a wife. Even if your marriage is late, continue learning to become a wife. I'm grateful for your support. Remember, I have so many needs. Anybody who wants to support the foundation, the number is there. In the United States of America, you can call my chairperson direct on 862-215-2007. Call your friend on 862-215-2007. In Ghana, you can always send us a memo on 055-000-5077. That's the Momo account. Send it to us and we'll use it to support those who are in need. Asthmatic people and diabetic. I want to go and buy. I'm thinking of buying a new television set, big one, 2, for diabetic clinic and asthmatic clinic in Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Rage Hospital. Anybody who wants to support me to buy the television for the foundation, I have the money, but I need the support. Whether you give the money or not, when I'm ready to buy, I will buy. But I want to buy a TV set, and I'll write it on it, donated by Council Foundation on all of us our behalf for diabetic clinic and asthmatic clinic. I want to donate a television set for them. We also want to buy some glucometers, the one we use to take sugar. If you want to buy one for me, I'm ready to come for it with the strips. We'll write your name on it. Donated by Kenneth to Council Foundation. And we'll keep it in our records. It will be on our website. God bless you for being in our help. I'm so grateful to you. Remember, I am who I am because of who he is. I'm not a great person, but I have a great God. If you say a prayer, don't forget, say one for Counselor Lutrot. The last man standing. Yours truly, Counselor George Lutrot. Vodafone cash is 0507 150 223. 0507 150 223. You want to see my face? This is my face. But I'm open some share my enemy. I know I send mobile money 7 franco to be kakeni. My number is 0277 60964. My mobile money is Kenneth, you have not sent me mobile money. Ken, send me mobile money. It's not too much. Be any amount you send, I'll chop and tell people Kenneth send me mobile money. Mo send me skaka kra broche for so be an send me hwe. Mo ti ona say na mo jeje me so sa. Catherine, thank you so much. Me da say. Man kwa nkrofo inform me. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.